Is Kung Fu instructor Leroy Kwok. Today we are in Singapore's Bishan Park, and here I'll be showing you how we train the stone mallet as a part of our curriculum. Let me show you the stone mallet. Yes, this piece of equipment looks like a one-sided dumbbell. Yeah, so you don't actually use it like a dumbbell. However, its benefits is that it's one-sided, so you don't usually get to train your wrist strength during a dumbbell exercise, but when you use this, you see, yeah, the weight drops on one side. So it is very good for training your wrist rotation, be it this way or this way. There are a couple of methods to train with this piece of equipment. What is the purpose of training this piece of equipment? First, and most importantly, this is to develop a base fundamental for using weapons, because what's the most important thing in weapon handling? Wrist strength. If you don't have wrist strength, the size and the length of your weapon will be limited. Yes, and besides wrist strength, it also trains the toughness of your arm joints, such as the elbow and the shoulder. So these arm joints are very important if you are to engage in striking in unarmed combat, because if your joints are weak, the impact is very likely to cause injury in your joints. And also, when your joints are stronger, you will be able to deliver more solid punches and more solid blocks as well. Besides striking, the additional wrist and arm strength is very beneficial and very helpful when you are using grappling techniques or countering grappling techniques, because it all boils down to arm and wrist control. When somebody engages you in a wrist lock, you have more advantage. There's no way a person can twist your arm if your wrist and your arm is strong. So let us begin with the exercises. So I'll be showing you in this video how to do it the Hongga Kung Fu way, and that is isolated and controlled rather than using momentum and free swinging. So the first exercise will be the stone mallet front raise. It goes like this. Put your arm 45 degrees, lower the mallet all the way till the end of your range of motion, and raise it gradually. And put it down. Raise it, put it down. Raise it, put it down. Note that I only use my wrist, I do not move my elbow or my shoulder. Now let me show you on the other side. Alternatively, you can hold it slightly higher. The angle is slightly higher in this variation. One very big mistake that people make is that they suddenly drop the weight. This is very dangerous, as it might cause strain in your elbow or your shoulder, and it's definitely not recommended. You have to keep it under control, and if you want the best results from your training, you have to keep it isolated. This is the front mallet raise. This exercise that I'm going to show you is called the reverse mallet raise. Instead of putting the weighted part of the mallet in front on the thumb side, we put it on the other side, the pinky side, the reverse grip. So we go against the weight. It goes like this. Put in some effort to keep keep your joints in place. Likewise, do not drop it suddenly. Don't do this. This is very bad. Note that I do not lower it all the way down, neither do I raise it all the way up. I keep a 10% a 10 degree remaining from the bottom and the top, so I have resistance throughout the entire range of motion. Alright, many people may think, why are we doing isolation? Isn't it better to do a full body exercise with multiple muscle groups? Well, if you're isolated, if the movement is isolated, that doesn't mean that the rest of the body is not working. The rest of the body is actually working with isometric strength to keep it in position while you work that particular part of the body. Now I'll be showing you the inward and outward twist. What is the twist? The twist goes like this. From the front view, body joint in place, don't move the other joints. Alright, some people when they do resistance training, they hold their breath, they don't breathe. This is not very helpful because when you do resistance training, you are putting in physical effort and you need breathing to compensate for that physical effort and to keep you going. By not breathing, by holding your breath, you are increasing the risk of exhaustion. Next, I will show you the outward mallet twist. It goes like this. Likewise, control your movement. Don't release it suddenly. With the other hand, also, you can put the mallet closer to your body, your elbow beside your ribs, and try this exercise. It somehow works a different range of motion in your arm. So experiment around with it, but bear in mind the safety precautions. There's one thing that you might notice is that when you place your elbow beside your body, you have better control. That is why Chinese martial artists, instead of raising their elbow up or keeping the arm straight, they have at least one arm beside the body with the elbow pointing down. This is a principle that provides leverage to both arms. Okay, the exercise that I'll be showing you now is called the stone mallet stir. It goes like this. You can twist it clockwise or counterclockwise. So it's either inward or outward. With my right hand, if I twist inward, it is counterclockwise. So let me show you with my right hand. You raise it straight forward or you can put it close to your body. Now let's do it with the arm straight forward. It also trains the shoulders endurance. Take note that it's very easy if you move your whole arm, but it is rather challenging if you keep your arms still. Twist from 10 to 20 times, and if you can do 25 times or more, you should change to a heavier weight. Okay, now let me show you with the other hand. Inwards. You can increase the angle. Increase the speed at a manageable rate. Alright, you can also do it outward. With the right hand it looks like this. This is very helpful in weapon handling. Likewise, don't move your elbow. If you are doing this, you are not doing much training specifically to your wrist. Okay, with the other arm, upward. The good thing about the stone mallet is that you might not have to change weight so quickly. If you cannot manage the weight when holding it at the end, you can always reduce the length of your grip and start working on the exercise. Eventually, you'll be able to hold it towards the end of the stone mallet. If you have reached a certain competency in this training tool and you are able to do all of the previous exercises, you might want to add new elements of challenge to your exercise, such as holding it with the reverse grip on the other side of the hand. So if you are doing a mallet raise, outward twist, you can hold it like this. Watch me. Not only is this more challenging, but it also works some angle that the conventional grip is not able to cover. Let me show you with the other hand. Likewise, you can do it from the other side. This is not going to be easy. Alright, you can also hold it at the bottom when you are doing the stir. Keep your arm in place. Alright. Last of all, you can try working with two stone mallets at once. For example, the first exercise, the mallet raise. You can raise one at a time. Or you can raise both at once. Let me show some of the other exercises with two stone mallets. Okay, so let's say when you are twisting inwards. Okay. Or you are twisting both one in or one and one out. are also like this. Interesting, isn't it? You can stir two mallets at the same time. It's not going to be easy coordinating with two rotations. Alright, I've come to an end for this demonstration and introduction to our training tool, the stone mallet. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for upcoming videos about empty hand combat, weapons in Kung Fu, as well as more conditioning methods. We wish you a happy Chinese New Year here from Singapore Kung Fu. Visit our website at www.singaporekungfu.com to find out more about our classes. Goodbye.